All right, the topic of this video is to look at sort of influences on the American system of government. And I think that we as Americans often like to think that everything we have is unique, that we're just different than everybody else, and government's no different, that we have this like unique system of government that no one else had ever thought of. And the truth is that, there is some truth to that. But the other part of it is that what is unique is maybe us putting together a bunch of different ideas, but the ideas that our government are based on actually come out of like pre-existing ideas. Many of you have heard of the Enlightenment from European history classes that you may have taken before. The idea in the late 1600s that people try to just figure out how society works. And they want to understand the principles by which medicine is based on, and science, and government, and everything else. Before this, there was really a reliance on tradition and faith to explain how everything worked in society, and you're looking more at academic principles that things are based on that kind of come out of this time period. I mean, you see this in government. The idea that pre-enlightenment, there is this focus on like divine right, this idea that government officials do what they do because they're ordained by God to do that. And what you see come out of the Enlightenment time period is this focusing on like other actual like non-faith based principles by which government is actually centered around. And again, it really focused on the use of reason and scientific method to really identify a whole bunch of different laws that every aspect of society was really based on. And this is sort of like how it factors into the American system. These are five people that I bet you've heard of before that are all Enlightenment philosophers, European thinkers, whose individual ideas were borrowed from by the founding fathers to sort of like glue together to become our unique American system of government. Philosophers like John Locke and Thomas Hobbes and Montesquieu and Rousseau and Voltaire, all of them had ideas and thoughts that the founding fathers took from to sort of create our system of government. And in the activity that follows, you're going to actually look at a couple of these excerpts from these philosophers and try to identify sort of how their ideas ended up sort of influencing the system of government that we have today.